Hi everybody, this is Zico and welcome back to another video and another tutorial. It has been a very long time since I've uploaded on the channel. I've been very much busy with like a final turn, like a transferring all my equipments to my studio, and like now I have an official studio, like permanent studio, and I will be hopefully keeping up with your work. Today's subject will be drawing about Jojo's female characters, and I hope you all have a lot of fun and pay nice attention because there are some nice details. First of all, if you like the content of the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and give me your honest opinion. There's also like a Discord group for the channel, you can also check it out, and there's a subreddit as well where you can post your art, and if you're looking for help or anything, I can assist you and get that done. So now, without further ado, let's start. I've been studying the female form for pretty much like now years. It's a very, actually for me, I found it very difficult to draw women in general. But I've been trying to make it very much simplified for me, like anatomically, you have to have a good understanding of anatomy, and you have to have a good understanding of certain things. But we're gonna try to make it simplified because JoJo's females are very much anatomically very well structured. Usually for me, like when I start like drawing a female characters in general, if they were JoJo or not, there's like a basic simple form, you know. So like I start with this line which would represent the shoulder, and if I'm not wrong, like in a female and male characters in JoJo, or like in general, have a two different anatomy, because the male characters tend to have a wider shoulders and a smaller hip, and female characters have a bit bigger hips and smaller shoulders. So this gonna apply it as the shoulder, and this would be like the hips line. There you go. And this is the measurement. We take this measurement, the lines between them is the measurement as well here within me, and it's the same measurement here. It goes between like both sides, so you know what you're doing. Most important thing is the spine, like this basic simple line which will represent the spine, which is like a simple pose. So if you want to like make your pose dynamic and stands out, and also like if you want to add dimensions, you want to know what you're doing with it, because if it's depends, but here we will try to get the simple basic thing, which is the drawing of female characters. So in this central area would be the shoulder and collarbone, and here would be the hips. I think it's better, like I would prefer actually to make them a little bit lower. I think I could have made a mistake, but as you can see through the like my main point here, I point out here where our shoulders, here the central, and these would be where the legs start. A very much an interesting fact that like this could be the size as well of the arms. Like here we're gonna draw an arm here, and we're gonna draw it in a different pose. Okay. I usually start with I do like a number 8 or like an S shape, which would represent the curves, because JoJo's female characters have very much a bit of like a well done curve actually, like female or male, they have like a bit of sharpness and a bit of softness, curveness in between, so like they have a bit of sensual, I think, look, if I'm not wrong. I'm actually correct with my phrases, and at the same time beautiful at the same time. You have like the best combo actually. Okay, so that's would represent the quarter area, the collarbone, and this would be our shoulders. And here I go with the same line here with this, and the same thing here, and I try this actually, because here you have like a bit of rib cage area, like structure, I think it looks a bit like an hourglass, you know. But there you go. That would be the collarbone, and that would be the arm, because here you have the forearms, you know. And we're gonna do like a bit of different poses here, you know. And there you go. As for the legs area, I've noticed that it has a bit of like an egg shape, like the thighs, you know. Because here you have like the waist area, you know. Just like the pelvic, you know. This would be like the simple baseline. And here, you know, because you have to be aware also of the muscle structure, you know. And this would represent the neck, you know, overall. And here we go, we have our head here, you know. And as for arms, you have to be as well, again, aware of the anatomy, because the most difficult part for me to learn how to draw females in general was usually to be very knowledgeable of the female form, because Araki like usually pulls a very much a sense of realism in his work and a bit of like a very classical work, as we all do. But here, like, we're gonna try to file that simple formula, you know, like as much as we can. And that's as for legs, you know, and you can like, it doesn't matter like actually if you want to make legs thicker or bigger, you know, it doesn't matter. But this is like, for me, this is the simple form for like of work. And it's up to your own personal design how you want your character would look like, you know. Like for me, my own characters is my own thing, and now I'm gonna try to erase these lines to check on my phone if it's actually accurate or not, because I'm the same thing like you guys. I'm just as well trying to learn, you know, and we both can do like a certain like studies together, you know, and try to get our artwork like elevating through the time, you know, because we're all here like an artist, and we're all trying to learn and improve our work, you know. And here, for me, it's like the curve, you know. And I know like this character does not meet very much expectation like you guys have, but like the point of this video is to like give a small general idea, you know, about the pose, because here this is like a frontal design, you know. And now here we're gonna do the same thing as well, but here would be the side, you know. So if you look up at the study of the anatomy, you see that like, I think if like the spine usually like would look this way, you know, like usually formed like on the side, you know. And the neck, you know, this is the head area. And this is like the tailbone, you know. For me, like, I do this a bit of triangular shape, you know, and just to keep the color. It's like a basic thing, like you don't need to worry about it, you know. And again, I'm gonna do the same egg shape I was telling everybody like a couple minutes ago about it, you know. The interesting thing is that when you draw like the buttock area or like the butt area, you know, it's where you put the thighs. The thighs usually in this, for me, like I do it in the central area, you know. Like drawn, I think the female form is very helpful for like establishing a good stand, because, you know, it does a bit of femininity and a bit of like a very nice sometimes touch. It's like a beautiful signature thing, you know. And as for, remember, anatomically, we have to be as well aware of the rib cage, like the stomach area here as well. Does matter, you know. And I made my character look a bit thin, you know. So I'm just like trying my best. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm not very much good with like female form. I'm very much used to drawing monsters and stuff like that, you know. This would be the forearm. There are several books that usually like can be very much a good hand, I think, that I would recommend. And like I will put on I will put on a video actually for the books I recommend for like learn how to draw female form, that for me that I found very helpful, or like very much a resourceful like material, you know. Because it has been a while since I drew a Jojo's character, so like keep up that formula. It's a bit tough, you know. I hope you all found it useful, and I hope you like it very much. Like I will put on a bit of more advanced work alongside like studying material, hopefully like soon, and stay safe, and I hope to see you all again. Have a beautiful day. This is your guy Zika.